Hey, hey, songbirds. This is a short, sweet, and pretty darn important lesson in this pillar. In pillar number 3, repertoire. Why? Because as a singer, your voice and your stage presence are your business. And your audience, they are your clientele. And it's really as simple as that. Okay. If you're a singer and you write your own music, you might be able to build an audience actually based on the music that you create and the collaborations that you have with other people. But more often, we actually have to choose our repertoire based on our audience, okay? Even if you're a singer-songwriter, that's just how finicky this industry is, okay? So I want to implore you, though, that you have to take care of you, okay? And that's what this course is all about. It's taking care of your voice, taking care of your vocal health, nurturing your career, and taking control of your own business. Because you are a sovereign person, you are autonomous, you are unique, and you are in control no matter what. Okay? When I say that you're in control, you can say no to things that you don't feel good about or don't feel right to you, because no is a complete sentence, okay? However, saying no has consequences, just like saying yes has consequences. You'll always be sacrificing something to have another, right? So let's talk about that, because there are times when you do have to compromise. Just like everything in business, you have to negotiate. Okay, this could mean negotiating with your fellow musicians and the performers that you work with. This could mean negotiating with your directors and the people who write you your check. So basically, you have to negotiate with anyone who has a vested interest in your product, and your product is you. Everyone that you negotiate with has to have a voice in what you offer, okay? And you can always say no, because negotiation it comes with a no too, right? But eventually you want to get to a yes, because you want to get to a compromise, okay? So the people that you compromise with also mean your audience, okay? Sometimes though, you do have to give the people what they want. And sometimes they don't even know what they want until they hear it, right? So if you're a singer-songwriter, this is something new and they hear you and they love you, right? But here's the thing. It's only really after you've been performing for a while, right, that they're going to really want to get to know you. And that's when you can guarantee that they're going to have requests. Okay, there's always going to be a request somewhere in there. So as a singer-songwriter, that may include your own rendition of a popular song that they want you to sing, right? So what a wonderful way to express yourself with your own voice is through a song that maybe somebody else wrote that you can create and make your own. All right. So as a headlining act, this may include arranging your show with a song or several songs that maybe you're not in love with, but will definitely get them singing along. Or maybe you're getting tired of singing it, but you know that it goes over very well every single time you do it. Okay. So that makes you hireable. And it depends on what direction you're going too. I'm a headlining act, right? So I know that in order to become more hireable, I have to kind of make compromises in my show. Okay. And I'm sure you recognize that guy on the left. On my right, that's actually Paul Reiser and our agent in New Jersey. And this is the famous actor and comedian, okay, who, by the way, also has a degree in music composition. You can look him up. He's great. You may know him from Stranger Things, but I originally know him from when I was a kid, from his TV show called My Two Dads. And he was also in a great show on TV called Mad About You. It was very, very popular. Okay, but now I know him. Now I know him because I open for him when he does his live shows now. And he is an amazing actor. He's a wonderful person to work with. So that's part of it, right? How do I get gigs like that? I give the people what they want, right? Okay, so if you're auditioning, say, for a musical or opera, the director needs to hear you sing very specific arias or songs that complement the show that they're casting for. Okay, it's very important to know that, you know, getting repertoire in your book is kind of paramount to getting jobs like that. It may not be something that you love, or maybe it is something that you love, but you've got to find what's right for the show. Okay, and you have to practice that in your voice, and you have to come across like it's the most amazing thing in the world. Okay, so just remember that there's always a compromise somewhere in business. And we will definitely talk more about those business skills and negotiation skills in pillar number 9, which is called the business of singing. Okay, but we're going to stick with this for now, just looking ahead for you guys. Okay, you get to choose your path. The best place to begin is by finding songs you're passionate about, which we talked about last pillar 3.2, right? What is your rep passion? So when you're passionate about whatever it is that you're singing, it shows. So it starts with the passion, and it will lead you down a path that maybe it was an unexpected path. Maybe you didn't think you were good for musical theater, but suddenly you are, and your voice sits well with that kind of music, and it led you down that path, right? Just know that that's that compromise you have to make, right? But your audience will love you for that passion. They will always follow you. They will want more from you. And that's the point, right? Your audience or your clientele. Okay. So your audience will love you for that passion. They want to be moved in some way. And you, as a singer, get to do that for them. You get to be basically the medium for a feeling that maybe they haven't felt in a long time, right? So before you really dig into this process, I need you to consider something very, very important, okay? Because we know that there's compromise involved in this business. But you have got to know, do you want to be in control, or do you want someone else to be in control? Sometimes we don't know when we're about to be controlled. So you've got to go into this business with your eyes wide open and ready to negotiate, not to argue. That isn't what this business is about, right? It's to negotiate, okay? But a lot of times as artists, we love the art so much. We want to sing. That's all we want to do. We don't want to think about business, okay? If you don't think about business, then you put somebody else in control. You don't get to be in control then, okay? It's very important for you to think about who you want to be in control, okay? So with that said, I kind of want to close this lesson out, almost close it out, because I have some things I'd like to chat with you about in just a moment and want you to watch something. So let's just give you a couple little tips, right? Going back, you want to build your audience with the music that you sing passionately. Build your audience with that, right? Because in part, you attract your audience based on the repertoire you choose, but be open to what others want to hear you sing. The main thing is, though, stay true to yourself and don't let yourself get taken for granted, and don't let yourself get taken advantage of. It happens all the time, all the time. Okay, that last one's really important, okay? And I want you to just read this again, hear it again. Don't let yourself get taken for granted, and don't let yourself get taken advantage of. There's a really cool documentary called Artifact that I implore you to watch if you're considering this business for your career, okay? It's an expose about the control that most big name record labels have over artists. And the band 30 Seconds to Mars, with frontman Jared Leto, it's about his fight to win a battle over their own identity as performers, okay? This one really hit home for me because I was aware of this control at a very young age. I was in high school. And when I chose to become a singer, I actually also chose my independence as an artist and a performer. Okay, I knew I didn't want fame. Fame was not what I was looking for. I wanted longevity as a singer. I wanted a long and fulfilling career, and I wanted to pass that career on to you. And that's what I got. So I am very happy with how my singing career flourished. Songbird, I'm really looking forward to nurturing yours too. Okay. So that's basically it. Your mission is to just take time for yourself, be good to yourself, take care of your voice, take care of your business, choose your music passionately, and be open to what others want to hear, but don't let others take control of your livelihood. Okay, they will take full advantage of you if you let them. So that's why I have this course, to help you build those skills and that backbone that you need to have as an entertainer, as a performer, as an artist. Okay, so there's your bonus mission. I want you to watch this expose documentary. Okay, it's called Artifact. And you'll really hear some ugly, when you're ready to hear some ugly truths, watch the full documentary, okay? There's some real ugly truths about this music industry and what can happen when you give control of your business to someone else, okay? So let's watch this trailer. Hopefully you can see that. Can you hear that? I'm not sure you can hear it though.
How many people have a copy of our new record? How many people stole that copy on the internet?
After over a decade of struggling, we finally achieved some worldwide success, and we decided to make a film about the making of our next album, but it quickly turned into something else.
30 Seconds to Mars is being sued for $30 million.
30 Seconds to Mars suffered a contract that really wasn't even a direct contract with EMI.
They're getting everything that they want, complete domination over the artist.
There's always been a serious distrust between an artist and their record label.
The music industry was set up to take advantage of artists who don't really care about the money.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of fallout still with bands getting paid.
They basically told us to shut up and go make another album.
And it's not even to fight to beat somebody, it's to fight for what's right, what's fair.
You gotta guide me here. I'm in over my head. I don't know what to do.
They deserve the disaster that they're in the middle of.
The struggle is all part of it. That's what I mean about now. Be a bit off balance. Try out a few bad things, and now you're in a great place to do it.
Jerry always jokes, some kid's gonna figure it out. He's gonna sell 100 million copies of a single by himself, and then that's gonna be the new beginning.
By the way, I think I came up with the name for the album.
What is it?
Sometimes you have to fight in order to be free.
We put everything on the block. And we roll the dice.
Give people awesome music and then make it very easy for them to help you, and they will.
Don't you just want to make something that's phenomenal, something that's great, something that's undeniable?
We're doing that.
I hope so.
So even just the trailer for that is so compelling, right? It's a really, really important one. I think that anybody who's considering getting into this industry to watch. So really take time if you can and just watch that documentary. I think it's on Netflix. So Songbird, I just want you to do what's best for your career. And I want that to be the main focus of this 10 pillars of successful singing. you may not choose to go that path, right? You might choose to, you know, get a degree in chemistry and become a scientist and sing in a choir. That is valid, and that is a wonderful space to be in. And I highly recommend you look at what you want from your life. And do you want to take risks in the music industry? So this course, the 10 Pillars of Successful Singing, it is the backbone of your career as a singer, okay? All right, so if you're right here, right now, you are off to a very good start. Next class is the final one in Pillar 3 repertoire, where we get to get your music organized and ready for anything, any kind of gig. Give it to your agents. You can give it to anybody who's writing those checks for you. You get to list it out. You can bring it to a gig and find music very quickly. That's coming up right after this, and I will see you there. Thanks, Songbirds.